Hello, hello, how's it going, guys? I see Vanillix Gamers and Donuts here. Welcome. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited to do some more Magby hunting. You see the number's a lot higher than it was at the end of the stream yesterday. By a lot, I mean like 20 or 30 higher. I streamed a little bit on Twitch yesterday, getting Marowak set up to use. Streaming, just hanging out, chilling with Cinder, actually. We did a multi-stream over on Twitch. So I have a Marowak. It's level 42. It's not like as high as I really would like it to be, but that shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to, just kind of level it up through the SOSing. Yo, Wake, welcome to the stream. But yeah, so let's get this Magby going. I'm not in battle right now because I went away to like level up Marowak a bit more. So let's see if we can find a Magby. You're doing okay. That's good to hear, man. So yeah, hopefully we can find our Magby chainer quick, because yesterday in the evening it took me so long to get the chain going again that I actually found a shiny Cubone randomly. Been grinding to get good SOS Pokemon. Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Best of luck. Hope that's going well for you. Oh yeah, Wake, any more updates with job type stuff? I know you got the apartment and everything squared away, right? Just finished your hardest final about 20 minutes ago. Yo, that's awesome, dude. How many you got left? Was that like the last one, like the biggest one to finish the week, or was that just like one in the middle and you got more? You're grinding for a scrappy, almost said shiny, for a scrappy Pancham. Nice. Best of luck. So what happened? Like as far as the chain or everything, like Magby's just a difficult Pokemon to chain unless you're really well prepped for it. I was not yesterday, so Smeargle couldn't keep the chain running. You got a Trevor that you wanted. Hey, that's awesome. One for harvesting, like one with like harvest and like skill swap and all that stuff. Nice. Yo, Kevin, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? It was good seeing you last night on the Twitch stream. Glad you were there. Hope you're doing well, man. Alright, yeah, so we gotta get this. We gotta find Magby again here. Once we find Magby, we can pick up our chain again. It should last a lot longer and just be a bit more stable of a chain than what am I trying to say? Than it was yesterday with Smeargle. When you did this hunt, you got a shiny Magbar instead. Nice. Same thing happened with your Elekid hunt the same day. Nice. You get a... I was gonna say you got Elekid, but you were hunting Elekid. You got a Electabuzz. I blanked for a second. So I vanished. Twitch was struggling. I got to see Cubone live though. Yeah, no, you're all good, man. You're all good. Cinder and I, after you mentioned like Twitch being weird for you, Cinder and I were discussing like that Twitch mobile apps never worked for us. Like for me, I'll try loading streams and they just won't load, or I'll like get the stream to load on my phone and I hit like cast to TV because I want to watch it on my TV, and it just doesn't. You know, it's a rough time. You all right? How am I? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Just been doing some stuff around the apartment today. Finally got the last of the mess over there cleaned up. There's still some things I need to like put away that are on there, but like it's not mess anymore. Would rather have gotten bestow. Yay! Had to give out a point so you can put a trick and skill swap on it. But can't you put bestow on it? Why wouldn't you be able to have bestow? Alright, so I'm going to substitute so we know we're not going to get smokescreened. Part of the problem right now is Marowak is still low enough level, I think, that Leftovers is not healing the substitute fully. So we are running into points where we are losing our substitute, and I'm not paying attention, so I don't use that immediate next turn to break out of a... Or to go back into substitute, which is a problem, because then you, then you end up in a situation where you are actually getting your accuracy lowered. Bestow is an egg move. Oh, I guess that's how I did it then. Yeah, because I remember getting that. I think through Alpha Sapphire you can like. I don't think. Do you have to actually hatch it, or I don't know. I might have. I think I had like. Also, I'm up on 2 now. I think I just used DexNav to find that. I'm actually gonna have to. I need to double check here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change up the moves that Marowak has at some point because right now, awkwardly, I'm using a 90% accuracy move, which is not great. Twitch Mobile's so bad. Yeah, it's not the greatest in my experience. You got 2 finals left, and for job stuff, they sent you a list of incoming interns, and you got us all on a Discord server. Nice! Signed the apartment lease today, and just waiting on renter's insurance. Awesome, dude. Congrats with all that. Glad it's all moving along for you. Leftover can't recover substitute HP, only Mon's HP. Is there a way to keep substitute up then? Or is it just something that you do have to just like remember to go back into every once in a while? Bestows an egg move for when you breed with Execute or Tropius. Gotcha. Debating taking a break and building some shiny hunting mons? Go for it, man. Do it! It's something you'd have to go back into once in a while. Gotcha. It helps to be bulky though. Yeah. Yeah, so that's just something that's going to come with leveling up Marowak. Fortunately, we're making a little bit of progress on that. Unfortunately, the SOS actually helps with that process. But yeah, outside of streams, I'm just going to spend a bit of time on Pony Island grinding every night. Probably. Just hate stopping a hunt for something else. I feel that. I feel that. I really feel that, Kevin. Like, that's something that I always, like, hesitate to do. It makes no sense to hesitate, but I hesitate to do it, right? Like, it's like, I want to finish this one. I just want to get this done, and then we're good. We're set. I don't need to do this one anymore. But it's like, you just take a break and go do something else. But I get it. The efficiency is like, you're already in the hunt. You don't want to give up your chain. You don't want to have to, like, rechain for it. Like, as much as like you build the chain up in 30 encounters, like you don't want to take that break. You just want to knock it out right there. You know, I feel that. Ah, dang! There's that 10%. Ah, dang it! And I'm gonna have to resubstitute instead of knocking it out. Okay. but we can go back into substitute. Need to get the Scrappy Panjam, then get to the XP grind. Yeah, because that's going to take a while to get it to Pangoro. Feel that. That's one of those things, that's why I didn't, like, work too hard on leveling up Marowak here, because Marowak's going to get leveled up by these hunts anyways. I don't want to spend, like, days leveling this thing up to level 90 or something like that. Gonna get started in your second final during the stream. That's a take-home final for that 1C class, so you can watch the stream and code without risking quality. Awesome. Yeah, I honestly feel like I code better with some background noise, so heck yeah, dude. Knock that thing out. You were drawing Magmar earlier today. Awesome, I'd love to see it. Need to get the Scrappy Panjam. Okay, yeah. If you don't get Torchic by the end of the stream, you'll build some Pokemon. Sounds like, oh, especially with a soft reset hunt like that, take breaks, man. Take breaks. I'm a hypocrite for saying that, but man, take breaks, you know. Give yourself a breather. Only level 32 for Pangoro? See, that's not bad, but the problem is you gotta get Pangoro up to a level where it's bulky enough after that. Yeah, it's not too bad to level, and then you can set it up from there. But just, like, making sure you actually have, like, a bulky enough Pangoro to hunt stuff. Like, I guess hunt stuff on, like, melee first. So that, like, the level differential is still pretty high. And something like Leftovers can heal most of that damage you're taking. Because that's really the key. As soon as you're high enough level and bulky enough sorry, I was reading the text. As soon as you're bulky enough that the damage you're taking can be completely mitigated by Leftovers, you're gold. So like, I have a level 43 here, and it's working mostly because of Substitute. Admittedly, like, Substitute's a bit different of a situation, but it is the case that Substitute is helping us a lot here, and like that, or it is the case that Leftovers is healing us before Substitute fades. Hopefully, I'm gonna say okay. This Feint Attack probably is going to take it out. I think Feint Attack's the killer for it. Oh, no, it actually stayed up. Nice. But yeah, okay, so now that we're fully healed, it means that, like, we've mitigated all the damage the Substitute's taken. Like, as soon as you get to the point that you're starting to be capable of doing that. Ah, we missed twice? The biggest concern is when there are two Mons out here. Like, if it fades right now, and this other Magby smokescreens, we have no... Okay, it used Ember, that's fine. The concern is if that first Magby takes us out of Substitute and the second one smokescreens, that's unavoidable accuracy loss. Which is what we've been trying to avoid this whole time. Use a Substitute? Yeah. Yeah, so it's not like just being able to use Substitute, it's like... You have to be able to heal all that damage you took by entering Substitute. Like, we take, like, you know... 70-ish damage, or not 70, 30-ish damage there, entering Substitute. So you have to be able to heal all 30 of that damage from Leftovers before the Substitute fades. At least most of the time. Like, if you have, like, a bunch of, like, unfortunate crits, that's one thing that happens, and you just gotta be able to recover from it, right? You just gotta be, like, prepared enough to recover. Yo, Jamie, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Maybe grind items that prevent stat reduction. Yeah, I should get some of those just to fix up accuracy if it does go down. It's a very rare circumstance for it to happen. I mean, you're talking a 50% chance that you get knocked out on the first attack of a turn, like that you fade out of Substitute. On the first attack of a turn, and it's not every turn that it happens. It's like it takes several turns for it to happen. And that's a 50% chance of you getting knocked out of Substitute on a turn where both the Mons are left standing, too. Like, there's a lot that has to happen to end up in that situation where it could smokescreen, and then it has to choose to smokescreen. You're Rebecca. Okay. Yeah, you have to survive 4 turns. Yeah. Okay, yeah. 1/4 and 1/16. Yeah. Yeah, so as long as substitute can stay in for 4 turns then successfully, or as long as substitute can stay in for 5 turns, you're good. Because you want that extra, you want that buffer. If you have a little bit of buffer, it's a lot healthier, because it means like, hey, I have this buffer, I'm not going to be taken out during that. Like, or if you do have a turn where like everything crits on you and it takes 3 to knock out your substitute one time, you're still okay. That's actually perfect that it didn't get help. Because I need to use a Lepa Berry on Boomerang. Ooh, I also think, I just realized this Marowak's going to be good for another hunt as well. For several other hunts, I actually think. Because Marowak has Lightning Rod as an ability, which is really nice for, I think, Emolga. I think we tried hunting an Emolga on stream way back in the day, like 3 years ago. And that one we had issues because of discharge, I think. Like we were just dealing with electric moves that were knocking everything out. Pancham can get Aerial Ace for Never Miss. That's actually really nice. That's really nice. Excuse me. I need to make an Alolan Marowak Pangoro. What else should you make? I mean, with those two, you're pretty well set. Like, with those two, you're pretty well set. I have my Decidueye set up for it, but that's just a personal... I've always used my Decidueye. Went back and watched a lot of the old reactions. Man, time to change that tree layout. Dude, I spent so much time on that tree layout, and it was the most unoptimized piece of garbage ever. Like, I still like the aesthetic that it had to this day, but, man, that thing was, like... hundreds of like elements and sources inside of OBS. Like it could have looked exactly the same if I just made everything into borders. But yeah, man, I remember that layout. I worked so long on that. It was kind of ridiculous actually that I spent that long on it. I spent so long making that. I legitimately purchased the rights to use like those tree PNGs that were in the background, the 2 big ones. And yeah, it was just such a busy layout. It made no sense. It made very little sense, like, to use that as a stream layout because it was just so busy. Like there was so much stuff to grab your attention that wasn't the cameras or like the captures. 2 female Torchics in a row. Nice. Need to get Lepas. Yeah, just start getting Pokepelago going. Just plant like all the spots on the like berry island of Pokepelago with Lepa berries, and you'll be good. Hey, Marowak's another level higher. It looked clean at the time. Like it again, it didn't look bad. I think it looked really good. It's just it's busy because there's a lot of stuff going on in it. I think it themed really well around everything, but it was. From the perspective of my computer running it in OBS, it was horrific. And the idea of adjusting things, like, this isn't going to look good right now because I don't have the Switch capture open, but the fact that, like, this layout can move like that is because this layout's way more, like, properly built. Like, it would have taken a week to, like, change and resize and move everything just right on the OBS layout to do that. Don't even have one Lepa. You gotta be able to get a Lepa berry somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I liked the feel that layout had. It's just mostly from the OBS side, it was a mess. All the little details. And, like, I liked all the little details, but, like, looking back on it, it's, like, something like this, where, like, everything is just very clean and blocky, and then you have the captures, you have my camera, and then you have the actual 3DS capture. Like, the fact that those two things are just separate and like are the only things that have any real resolution outside of like important text, like super chatters and members and stuff. Like, I do need to update this layout. I need to get the member goal on here, and I need to just move things around and make them look a little bit better since they're a little bit funky on this one now. Yo, John, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? If you ever tried streaming, your layout would be super simplistic, similar to Penguin Zeros on Twitch. Yeah, Criticals. Yeah, I don't know what his layout's like. I don't watch a lot of Twitch, but yeah, I mean, that's totally a thing you can do. You just like, I'm streaming this. Here is the footage. Here's my camera with a very basic border over the thing. Yeah, that's totally fine. With stuff like the shiny hunting and just 3DS capture in general, it's harder to do that because the capture is so low. The screens that you're capturing are so low res that it just makes sense to kind of shrink it a little bit and put some flair around it. Route 2 and 3 can have leppas. Oh, that like drop from the berry trees. Yeah, get some leppas there. Take them to Pokepelago, plant them, and I think it's like 12 hours or something for them to grow, or like 24 hours for them to fully grow. I forget what it is, but the earlier you plant them, the earlier you're able to use them. And if you're still looking for Pancham, I would, if you're just looking for something, you're still building the team, I would just go put them there, then come back. Gotta get your DS. You got this. Plus your layout's more interesting. Like, it's interesting, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. Like, I like the whole idea of like theming and stuff, right? And kind of making it where it's like, this is clearly my layout. Critical's a good man. Yeah, he is. Granted, I don't know a whole lot about him, like, on a personal level, obviously. I barely know him from, like, some stream things that I've been shown. But yeah, no, he seems like a pretty chill dude. Alright, so I got a substitute here. Layout's tidy, interesting, nice looking, professional. Thank you! Thank you. Yeah, there's a few things, especially on this layout, that need to be updated, and just some, like, tweaks I want to make and figure out on OBS in general. Largely related to, dynamic text, like latest super chat, members, stuff like that. Things that change unpredictably. Someone can come in with a ridiculously long name. Someone can come in with a ridiculously short name. So, like, just setting up the text to, like, adapt and adjust in the right direction so it doesn't look dumb. I need to make that stuff work. Yo, Peter, how's it going? If Magbar's shiny, would I be mad? No. I need a shiny Magmar anyways. Just so long as I don't get 3 shiny Magmars. I can get 2 shiny Magmars and 1 shiny Magby, and I would be all good, thumbs up. But I would like to get at least one. I would like to get at least 1 Magby. If I get all Magmars, that'd be a bit more of a problem. Also, how's it going, Peter? Hope you're doing well today. Let's go ahead and swap this chain. This is working a lot better. Like I said, there is a slight chance, we do have the very slight chance of our substitute fading at the worst moment, us getting smoke screened before we have a chance to resubstitute. That could happen right now. It is very, very unlikely, but it could technically happen. We will try to fix, or like, I'm working on like leveling up Marowak and just getting us to a situation, to a point where that is so unlikely that it's not even worth considering as a possibility. But it still is a possibility at the moment. But we're not getting stuck in fire spins. We're not stuck with a burn. All that stuff. Roto Hatch plus Flame Body is so fast. It's pretty nice for like dragon eggs and stuff, you know, things with insane base footsteps. Would a shell bell be better than leftovers? Maybe, but at this point, leftovers is doing enough that it doesn't matter. Like, we're to a point where, like, it's at the point where leftovers is doing a satisfactory job. It is healing us fully before we have to resubstitute. So for me, leftovers is working just fine. There's no need to go to something. If it's more efficient, we just heal from substitute faster. But substitute's fading so far in that we're not really seeing it happen, where substitute fades before we fully healed from it. So like it might heal faster, but it's not worth it, you know? It's got a lot of words on screen, but it's tidy. Yeah, I just want to make sure the words are all like properly set up. It doesn't matter if you're full HP. Exactly. Exactly. It's one of those things where if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's like this. Leftovers is healing me fully. We don't need to go try Shell Bell. If it turns out Shell Bell, doesn't work as well, I actually don't know like the numbers for Shell Bell. Ooh, you know what? Shell Bell could have problems. Since Shell Bell is based off damage you do, if Magby, for some reason, it really wouldn't be a problem for Magby. But if it was a problem for, it could be a problem for something that doesn't call as much. So if you ended up in a situation where, like, Magby just was not calling, it refused to call for some reason, but it was hitting us every turn, we wouldn't get healing. Whereas Leftovers is unconditional. If you have health to heal, heal it. I just had a random thought. The ones who picked on us for liking Pokemon and are obsessed with the trading card game, I don't remember. Might have been in a very fortunate experience there, but I never had any issues with that. Everyone at my school kind of like was at least like chill with Pokemon. Would be very happy to see a shiny Pancham. That'd be pretty awesome. If you better to be shiny plus Scrappy, that'd be cool. If you have Shedinja sturdy, would it never die? I believe that is the case. It does take a lot of work to set that up, but I do believe it is the case, yes. I think. So correct me if I'm wrong, I think there's a way around it. Only to hazards and status moves. Yeah, so you can like burn it, but you can't. So like a burn would do it, but yeah, nothing else would. Because I felt like it was not invincible, but yeah, Shedinja plus Sturdy stays alive. Is pretty invulnerable. Playthrough with huge power, Regigigas, and sturdy Shedinja. It will happen. You're gonna do it. Do it, man. Totally legit. Think Sunsteel Strike also breaks sturdy, as well as Mold Breaker. Yeah, so there are ways around it, but like, to general damage. So basically, it's invulnerable to like normal attacks, but any other form of damage will do it. I guess that's one of those things that like really just means it's invincible unless you know what you're doing. Alright, our substitute's still up. I don't remember how many turns this one's been up, but it's holding up long enough. It's not been a problem. There's just another move that we have to be careful with when it's just another move that we have to be careful with when we're doing the lepiburying. Be right back. Alright, see you in a bit, Kevin. Wormhole shiny on Mega. Yo, that's awesome, John. Congratulations, man. You're playing without charm, so you don't know if you'll get a shiny. Like with SOSing? SOSing odds once you have the charm are actually... Or SOSing odds once you get up to, like, a full chain, which is 30 or higher, it really becomes, like, a non-issue if you have the charm or not. Excuse me. I've been sleepy all day. It's been like a very lazy week for me. It's been really nice. I'll have to actually get back into it and do work and stuff on like I'll actually have to do work like next week, but I'm taking full advantage of not working now. Welcome back, Kevin. I'm excited, guys. The biggest holdup on me expanding my desk is dealt with. I had to get like the same drawers, excuse me, that I have now from IKEA, and IKEA had been out of stock for like a month. But they're back in stock now. I put it in order and I'm picking them up tomorrow, and then I'm gonna build those, and I just gotta stain and finish a tabletop. Playing without a charm, so I don't know if you'll get a shiny. With eggs, because the eggs are not Masuda. Yeah, without Masuda, you're at full odds then. It's a similar thing with Masuda as well, where Masuda method odds are like 620 without the charm, and like 512 with, so it's way better in comparison to like 1365 versus 4096. Like, that's a pretty large jump. Whereas, like, with Masuda method, yeah, it's very much kind of contained. And, like, even SOS is the same kind of deal, right? Like, even more so. Just the more you've increased your odds, the less the increase from the shiny charm adds. If that makes sense. Because it's never, like, a multiplication or a division thing. It's always addition. In terms of that probability, it's always like the shiny charm adds 2 more rolls, basically. So at full odds, you're tripling your chances for a shiny, because you always have 1 roll. Like, you always have 1 roll. That's just how it is. You roll it to get the Pokemon. Then the shiny charm adds 2 more, so you get 3 rolls, like, as a base from then on. But all methods are doing is adding rolls as well. So there's never like a multiplication. So it's once the methods start adding like more than 1 extra roll or 2 extra rolls, then the shiny charm doesn't really do much anymore. Keep getting Iron Fist Pancham? Rip. No Scrappies yet? How are you checking for Scrappy? Can you believe it? I got a non-shiny Torchic. What? No way. Hey, Coco, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Just checking summary after the hatch. Oh, yeah, since you're doing it with eggs. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Isn't Scrappy the hidden ability? Yeah, if the parent doesn't have Scrappy, you're gonna have to SOS for it. I assumed since you were going for the hidden ability you were SOSing. I don't know. I guess, sorry, I hadn't put that together. But you should be SOSing for it, I think. Which I know is unfortunate that you're trying to set up SOSing. And you don't have it. At least you found out now. At least you mentioned it, right? Like, at least you mentioned it so like someone could like point you in the right direction on it. Like I feel so bad if you like went on for even longer. You're done then? No, you're good, man. You're good. Some of that stuff's complicated, but yeah, no. So your best bet is probably to SOS for it, because that's. As well as like your shiny odds going up, as you SOS, your odds for getting the hidden ability go up as well. It's got Magby. That's awesome, Coco. No, you tried to breed Riolu when you were hunting it. Ah, yeah. Nah, it happens. Like that's one of those things, right? Like you don't think, like you have no reason to think that the hidden ability can't show up while breeding. At least you found out before you got a shiny? Yeah. Yeah, no, you're good, man. Yeah, like at least you found out now. At least you found out now and here, and like everyone's like wants to help, right? No one's like judging you for it. I think everyone's been there. Everyone has absolutely been there. This is a non-shiny though. I found a couple of those, the non-shiny Magbys. They're pretty neat. We're making good progress on Magby now. I think Wake, you were the one who suggested Marowak, so I appreciate that. How to SOS hunt? So the way you SOS hunt is you have to do it in Gen 7, so Sun, Moon, or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And the idea is you keep one Pokemon alive, like low health, and they can call for help in Gen 7. And as they call for help, and they call more and more, the more times they call for help and the more Pokemon that come in on the chain without you leaving battle, the higher your shiny odds are. So basically what we're doing right now is how to shiny hunt. Like 132 non-shiny Magby? Something like that. Something exactly like that. Forget who, but someone hacked the game so everything was shiny and he or she was hunting for non-shiny Pokemon, like just flipped it. That's actually kind of funny. I like that. Just got 2 Leppas, gonna find a hidden Pancham. Awesome. I would say gamers, go at least plant one of those on Pokepelago. I know that like that cuts in half like your number of Leppas for the hunt, but if you put them on Pokepelago, you can at least like get more tomorrow. What are the odds? The odds come down to like 1 in 250, 173, 1 in 273, I think is what it is. after 30 encounters. Gonna go in with a ghost and see if they can see you. Yes, that's the way to do it. Is basically like, yeah, let them attack you, and if it's like, oh, you know, Pancham's scrappy, then you've got a scrappy one. All right, there we go. Another Magby called in. We're almost to 150, which is actually pretty nice. We're making progress today. We're making a lot more progress today than we were yesterday. Is it post-game? Technically, in Gen 7, you can do it anytime after the first trial. Post-game's better because you have access to all the Pokemon. Oh, no! Oh, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb, guys. I wasn't paying attention, I don't think. We weren't substituted anymore. Okay. Here's the plan. Here's the plan. They can no Clear Smog. They can remove my accuracy debuff. That's my hope. There's some really good earbuds to use. What kind of earbuds are they? Alright, so now here's the plan. I'm just going to have to accept that my accuracy is a little bit lower. Also, I think I didn't actually add one for that Magby. My accuracy is a little bit lower. I'm already using a 90 accuracy move, so it's not the greatest to begin with. Our accuracy has been lowered again, which is very unfortunate. But I'm just gonna have to suffer through it. Eventually, it'll use Clear Smog. And once it uses Clear Smog, we're good to go. F, big F. Why after first trial? That is when the Pokemon start calling for help. They actually don't call for help with SOS before the first trial is done. Once you finish the first trial, the SOS thing becomes an option. Basically, after the first trial you can do it, but before the first trial, no Pokemon will call for help. It's just a thing that the game did to kind of like eventually introduce it. Restored Boomerang here. Ricky, welcome to the stream. Magby and Ugly Pokemon. It's trying its best, man. Come on. Oh, you like Raycons? Those are the ones that get advertised everywhere, right? Restart chain, are gonna let it go. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go. Since, like I said, but yeah, you said so yeah. Yeah, I think we can pull it off. I think we can pull it off. The fire spin is unfortunate. I hope it goes away. You have 2 trials left, so you're good. Yeah. Basically, so you probably already know you're good, because if the Pokemon are calling for help in your game, you can do it. Yeah, so they can do it. You can do it at that point. The only time you can't, the only time you wouldn't be able to is when they aren't calling. So yeah, you can, if you've seen Pokemon call for help on your save, then you're already good. For the record, you've never used Raycons. You actually heard that song. Yeah, that's effective. That's kind of like the general thing to kind of think of with a lot of those products that like get advertised. Generally, the more that you have to market a product through like a place like YouTube or just social media, odds are the less money went into like making them good enough to spread by word of mouth. Like for example, sticking in the headphone realm. 1 second, actually. Yeah, we haven't seen Clear Smog yet, unfortunately. Oh wait, no, actually we're good. Actually good. Substitute. Yeet. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, sticking in the true wireless headphone realm, look at like Sennheiser doesn't have to advertise. You have reviews get posted about those, and that's it. That's all you need. Sennheiser's like Momentum wireless headphones. They just get reviews posted about them, and people like them. There are critiques. I know Sennheiser's like software and their UI is atrocious, but they're Sennheiser headphones. They're good. People know the brand Sennheiser is good. People know brands Audio-Technica are good. Apple doesn't have to advertise their headphones through sponsor slots. Like, it's one of those things where a lot of times, the more you see something in a sponsor slot on various podcasts or YouTube channels or whatever, you start getting into iffy territory, especially if the product isn't something in the wheelhouse of what, like, that YouTuber regularly discusses. Like, someone like Linus Tech Tips. A lot of his sponsorships are very computer software based. I trust those a lot more than... I trust those to, like, have been vetted by Linus more than some random, like, just general talking head YouTube channel talking about Raycons. Like, I guess here's the real thing. How many music channels discuss Raycons? That, I think, is a good litmus test. How many, like, audio enthusiasts or music enthusiasts has Raycons tried to get to advertise these headphones? Either none because they're afraid to, or they have tried and they have all said no because they understand audio and they know their audience wouldn't like that. If that makes sense. I think that's kind of a thing, right? I've shot myself in the foot for ever having people like this, like, want to sponsor me. But that's generally the way I would look at it. If a tech channel is promoting a tech product as a sponsor slot, they probably a decent, like, chance of it. If a tech channel is promoting a food product, they don't have much to lose by promoting a bad food product. Beats are better quality, and everyone knows about the crappy Beats quality. Beats actually have been okay for a while, I think, since they were purchased by Apple. Like, I mean, at this point, like, Beats wireless headphones are basically like athletic versions of AirPods. But still, yeah. They spend the money on marketing and packaging. Apparently, they have nothing but bass, cheap build quality, bad shape, bad case to charge them. Yeah, a lot of stuff has, like, the heavier bass. That comes down to preference, but also, like, generally it's better when you have a flat profile, like a flat signature, and, like, people can EQ them the way they want. Could have switched down back into... Oh, that's a good point, gamers. You're right. Let's got another wormhole metacham. Awesome. Pancham called into Pangaro? Yeah, that happens every once in a while. Here, Honey also does nothing, too. Honey is one of those weird things, right? Where, like, it absolutely, like, does the thing. But... for a free service like that, it is using your data for something. It is using what you put those coupons toward. It remembers that, you know, the person that owns this email address put in these coupon codes on these products, therefore they probably bought those things. Like, that's the kind of service they're offering. It's basically, hey, we'll help you shop, but we're also going to tell advertisers what will be effective to advertise to you. Hey, Mel, how's it going? How's that going? It's going a lot better than it did with Smeargle. Applebot Beats took their technology for the AirPods and now slowly killing them. Are they, though? Beats has kind of remained like the athletic line, in a sense. Like, the Beats wireless headphones have been, like, I think even since, like, AirPods initially came out, have effectively been AirPods, but, like, in a design that wouldn't be something Apple would put their name on. Question for Honey is, how do they make money? Very suspicious. Yeah, exactly. Their whole business model is going to be based off of, like, selling, like, shopping patterns and stuff. Either yours specifically or just, like, group shopping data for certain demographics, right? Like, hey, at this time, people who are into PC gaming are looking at new graphics cards or are looking at mice or something like that, you know? People who watch this YouTube channel are shopping for these things. Like, that's the kind of thing, that's the kind of data that they're able to, like, put together since they're in your browser, right? Like, that is a very valid question you have to ask yourself, is how is a company, how are they making money? Because if they're giving you the thing for free, you're doing something that is making them money. Need to teach your Trevenant or a Sphere, whatever it is, so you can hunt this better? What's Honey? Honey is a free browser extension. No, it's basically it's like a extension for Chrome that like automatically, like basically just like knows like, hey, you're shopping for this thing. Amazon has a code right now, or hey, the example that I think a lot of people have always done is like, if you're shopping for like a pizza, you always like search up like what's like the code for the near, like, you know, Pizza Hut or Domino's or Papa John's or whatever. You like search for coupon codes and put them in. Even if like you didn't actually see the code anywhere, you just look it up and like put it in and it works. The whole idea of it is it does that. Spyware that saves money. Yeah, pretty much. Yo, Potato, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Alright, we faded. Are we gonna hit again? I wasn't actually paying attention to if moves have happened. Oh no, we restored the leftovers. Cool. So we're gonna have to substitute, then we're gonna have to substitute, then we're gonna have to Lepaberry on Bone Meringue, and then we're gonna have to knock out the Magby on the right. I will say, Kevin, two of the things you just mentioned there, their whole point isn't even to like, their advertising being annoying isn't because isn't because they're a bad product. Admittedly, they're like middle of the road, not like awful, but not like, they're not atrociously bad or anything, but they're like not good. Is because they knew that the amount of obnoxious like ads they put out there would meme them into being permanently in like the public mind and being advertised. Hence, I'm not saying their name. Still watching the two streams. Nice. Has Puffin found another shiny? Because I know he found Crawdont like immediate. I tuned in at the start of Puffin's stream. I had to step away from my computer, and I come back and he's already found a shiny Crawdont. As is the way with SOS hunts. Cool, we're actually able to knock it out. We may not even have to false swipe this Magby. A Pangoro with Mold Breaker just appeared pretty cool, but not what you wanted. Yeah. Mold Breaker is... Mold Breaker's not a hidden ability, right? The cheap gacha games, I get like 99% of people can't beat this. If you beat this, you're legally smart, and the gameplay is like where you pull keys. Those are the worst because that's not actually the gameplay. Like, they aren't actually gacha games. Gacha games is like a certain category of game. Unless you're actually trying to spell gacha that way and not G-A-C-H-A. Because gacha games are effectively like most of the anime games where it's just like, you know, like, here, like, you have this thing and you roll to get new characters, and then it's like a chance to certain characters. That's a gacha game. Cause from like Gachapon, like the little gumball machines that would drop out a toy. Those were that's where that term comes from. Oh, and they're visual novel games. Yeah. Yeah, Mold Breaker's not a hidden ability. Yeah. Only Scrappy is. Almost a 150. Nice. At this point, we've had this chain going. This chain's up to full odds, which is great, or like to like max odds, which is awesome. And it's actually stable. Like, even when we goofed, it's still stable. So that's really promising. Because that was just a problem with, like, Smeargles. Like, we can only do something to a certain extent. Like, we were running on a limited resource. So there was no way around it. But now with this Marowak, the chain's way more stable. It's actually probably one of the most stable chains that we have in the sense that it can fall so far off the wagon. Everything can go wrong. We can lose substitute. We can lose accuracy. Everything can go wrong, and we're actually able to recover. That's actually really nice. Keep switching into Pokemon to kill the Fangro, and it keeps using Circle Throw. Rip. It's like, no, I'm staying here, dang it. .9% can't get Shiny Magby. If you get it, you're legally skilled. Well, hopefully I can be skilled. Alright, we're over 150. Nice. Finally got rid of the Pankro. Good job, man. No, it's rough when you're trying to do an SOS hunt in a situation like that where you're not really prepared for it. Like, you have, like, it's like, I need to do this, I want to get this, I'm like, but like, it's not worth setting up like a proper SOS team for it because you're trying to set up the team now. Like, that's the effort you're putting in. You don't want to put in double that just to set it up. So like, those are some of the roughest like SOS chains to do. But yeah, you got this, man. You're gonna get it. Yo, Adam, how's it going, man? It's the song with the Seinfeld bass. It does sound like it when it drops when it has a little bass line, it sounds like it, doesn't it? But how's it going, Adam? Hope you're doing well. I was hoping it would go into the base again, but it doesn't. Oh, but yes, Glide is on now. This is a good one. This is definitely one of my favorites in the playlist. There's something about it. Which I guess it makes sense. It's a Rocket League song. Or at least it was featured in Rocket League, so of course it lines up. And of course it like lines up with what I like from Monster Cat. Doing good. Wrote like 1,400 words for a 2,000 word essay today. Nice. That's awesome. Props for that. Yeah, we finally have Magby set up to be actually stable, which is good. Yeah, that was the problem we were having yesterday with Smeargle not being able to keep up after being burned and getting stuck in fire spin and all that stuff, all that jazz. So this Marowak's working a lot better for it. Excuse me. Also, this Magby keeps calling in Magmars. Do you think Magmortar is a bad evolution? Why does the thing have cannons for it? Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. I wouldn't say it's like bad or anything, but I can see where it's kind of like, why? Like, why add another evolution to a Pokemon? Like, why add an evolution to a Pokemon that already received a baby evolution, like a devolution, right? Or pre-evolution, whatever you want to call it. Be right back, guys. See you in a bit, Kevin. Yeah, it's strange. I don't think it's inherently bad. I mean, Magmortar makes the like cannons make sense, like name-wise. It has literal mortar cannons on its arms. But it is strange. It feels almost more like a Digimon evolution, right? Where it's like it just escalates. It just like escalates way more than it needs to. Magmortar is a Pokemon you like? Hey, awesome. No judgment from me on liking it or anything. I do think it is like a weird like, ooh, Magby is a baby Magmar, and it looks very much like that. And then Magmortar clearly just looks like, ah, dang it, I wasn't substituted. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh well. Oh well. Ideally, I'd be able to knock this one out with Bone Meringue here, which I am able to. Cool. Yo, JT, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Are you done with classes now, or are you finishing up this week? True used to be Electivire, Magmar, and Jinx. All got prevos, but Jinx got no second stage. Jinx got all that controversy, which I guess Jinx had already kind of gotten the controversy at Gen 1. I don't know why it, I don't know why, like it got all the controversy immediately, so like I don't know why it would have been left out. Got smokescreen twice. I don't know if you saw both of them hit it. Yeah, I did see both hit, yeah, because I can see that I'm down 2 on accuracy. I'm gonna try to keep knocking stuff out, but yeah, I'm gonna be missing, which is unfortunate, so I should swap into something else and then swap back. 2-week exam period. Oof. You got this, JT. You've got this, man. SOSing is hard without an SOS team. I feel that, man. I feel that, but you got it. You got this. It's rough, but like you're going for something that is not super rare. The hidden ability, once you get that, like, it makes sense to just kind of like power through right now, man. Yeah, so I need to swap to Decidueye, and then I'll swap back to... here's the problem. I'm going to swap back from Decidueye, and when I swap back into Marowak, I'm going to get smokescreen immediately. That can't stay too much longer for us to FaceTime in a few minutes. All good, man. All good. Yeah, see, they're smokescreening me like crazy. Just failed the SOS because of Flame Body. Oh no, did you, like, your Flame Body do it? That's unfortunate, man. Yeah, switch again. Hit your phone. Autocorrect can be rough, man. Yeah, gamers, I feel that. I feel that, yeah. We're just gonna have to sit here until it uses Clear Smog. There's no way to, like, guarantee that we're gonna get into it. That we're gonna get through into the, we're actually gonna be able to, like, pass Marowak back in without accepting that. Yo, #1 Master Ball, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yeah, we're just gonna Bone Meringue, Magmar. Going for a Magby, well, he went for a Magmar this morning in Let's Go, and it shined at 17 combo. Oh, that's awesome. It wouldn't stay in the Ultra Balls and failed it. Oh no! Oh, that's the worst part of Let's Go hunting. Is the fact that, like, when it shows up, there's still a really good chance that it runs away. I'm sorry that it ran away on you, Master Ball. Hopefully you're able to get another one. Your flame buddy killed the Pancham. Oof. Yeah, that's something you gotta consider. You know what would be more stressful? And I'm very glad they didn't do it this way. Would be if there was a chance that your bad accuracy just meant you hit the other Pokemon. Do you know how stressful that would be in a hunt like this? Where like it's just gonna make your accuracy go down no matter what? Yeah. Come on. Clear Smog. No, that's the wrong smoke. It's fine, you get a shiny Eradicate like an hour later. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Let's Go. Like, you just kind of have to have a thick skin as far as failing shinies goes, because it's just bound to happen. Even with Ultra Balls and everything, you know, there's just a chance it runs away. Which is really unfortunate. When it happens. Alright, I think there was something I needed to do this turn. Also, sorry for the yawning. I made the mistake. I was tired yesterday. I've talked about this before, how like if I have caffeine one day at a certain time, about 24 hours later, I'll be like tired again. I had an energy drink before the stream yesterday, which was a stupid idea. One, because it was way too late in the afternoon to be having an energy drink, and it just made me be up really late last night. But two, because now I'm tired right at stream time. Like, that was the least foresight I could have had. It was like, oh, I'm going to be a little bit tired for the stream. I'll, like, have an energy drink, be amped up for it. All to mean that I'm just going to be dead tired for this one. Shiny hunting at 3 a.m. Gone wrong. Do you know Magby has the stats to be a starter Pokemon? Really? I did not know that. Yo, Fishify, are we getting raided? Is this a Puffin raid? Raid hype. Hope you're doing well, Fishify. Yo, Puffin raid gamer, Jacob Perez, Evan.com, Tomato Tornado, Faithful Macaroni. How you guys doing? Yo, raid hype. Welcome, Raiders. Aussie, Happy Ampapon Potato. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm also hopeful that Magby will use Clear Smog. Penguin Taco, Martin Mercer, raid hype indeed, Peter. Alicia, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's doing well. How was the stream? Did Puffin was Puffin able to get a second shiny? I know we got the Crawdon early on in the stream. Was he able to get a shiny Corphish? Yo, nothing. And Liam Chow, Penguin as well. Stuck in a Puffin stream. Nice. Those are quality streams. Definitely everyone go check out Puffin if you haven't. I don't know why you wouldn't have, but I'll grab Puffin's link actually real quick. Yeah, welcome Raiders, absolutely. Arna, welcome to the stream as well. Yeah, let me grab a link to Puffin's channel. Alright, let's see about swapping the chain right now. Actually, let's double check my accuracy. Oh, my accuracy is debuffed 4 times. That's rough. Dino Shark, welcome. Not a second shiny. Darn. That would have been really awesome if you could have pulled it off, but a Crawdon at 40 encounters is pretty cool. Yeah, Shiny Dude Plays, welcome to the stream. Decided to SOS the 1% bag on Route 3. Hoping to force the shiny to call in another shiny so you can have a double shiny bag on. Best of luck with that. Yo, I think I just did it. I think that was Clear Smog. Yes, we can substitute. Can we substitute? That'd be awkward if we're too low to substitute. That is so close. I feel like I might just I might have to just like heal up a little bit just to be on the safe side. Yo, Puffin, how's it going, my friend? Thank you for the raid. How was the stream? I had to drop out, obviously, to do this, but congrats on the Crawdon. I heard you didn't get any other shinies, but thank you for the raid. Hope the rest of the stream went well. Take your SOS luck. You have too much. I would love some of it. I would love to have some of that luck, Puffin. But seriously, congratulations on the Crawdon. That was incredible. I was there at the beginning of the stream. I stepped out for like 5 minutes and come back, and you're like, have a Crawdon. That's awesome. Bunfin? Has your name been, like, butchered this much at this point, Puffin, that it's Bunfin? I think Crawdon is either 10 to 15%. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, stacking that on top of the shiny odds, that's awesome. Alright, let's heal Boomerang first. I'll have to heal Substitute in a bit. Yeah, 10%. See, the SOS call, like, rates have always been something I've been confused about on Cerebi. Like, I know that the numbers mean something, but they just don't make sense in my head. Please don't fade. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit one of them. I am risking it a little bit. I think I probably should actually Lepa substitute. I'm actually gonna Lepa substitute first, just to make sure I can substitute the moment that it fades. Because I don't want to end up in another situation where I'm just sitting waiting to be able to do anything. Your name is meaningless now. Poopin or Poofin? Yo, Rainbow! Welcome, welcome! Late Puffin raid. How are you doing, Rainbow? Hope everything is well. Can you call me Minwark? Go for it. Incredible isn't the word. I feel terrible because now people are like, is he hacking? Nah, man. I mean, it happens, and honestly, almost to an extent that's unlucky. It could be unlucky. Like, if you really just wanted a Corphish, and now you have a Crawdon, it's like, at least if you got a Corphish, you could evolve it, but you can't, like, devolve Crawdon. And Marin, you too, it's confusing. Yeah, like, I get all those numbers make sense in some way. If you understand what those numbers are saying, it makes sense. But otherwise, it's just complete gibberish. Like, you're trying to figure out what calls what are the chances of it calling certain things, but yeah. SOS hunts are SOS hunts, so you don't care at all. That's fair. Yeah. I mean, I basically just want to make sure I have a decent call rate on the Pokemon that I am calling and chaining for. That's about all I care about. Bad luck happens too. 999 Minchino. That is pretty awesome, though, getting on 999. I know it's rough taking up there. SOS hunts that go over like 600 are ridiculously rough. Because at that point, you're so far over odds. Because I had a young goose go to like 1600 with SOS, which is kind of crazy. Said that too. Couldn't devolve it, and don't like Crawdon's shiny as much as Corphish. Yeah, that's where people have asked, like, oh, would you be okay with Magmar? I'm like, I'd be okay with a Magmar, maybe two, because I need a Magmortar as well that's shiny. But one of these at least has to be a Magby. That's what happened with Pichu. Called in a shiny Pikachu, and you were happy, but you really wanted the baby. It's just an excuse to hunt another Pichu. Shiny hunting ain't about deserving things. Nah. Yo, Christy, welcome. Can you still late Puffin raid? Absolutely. Hope your day's going well, Christy. Will you ever get a Corphish? You know, I am going to also throw Rainbow's link in the chat here. Assuming I can find it in my subs. There we go. There we go. There we go. So Puffin and Rainbow's links. Puffin's link's way up there, but it's in the chat. If you put a blue shiny in front of you, you will love it forever. Blue shinies are great. All shinies are great. Greens are the only ones where I think there is any discussion as to whether or not they're good, and that's just the poor luck of them. Okay, just making sure my accuracy is still fine and hasn't been nerfed at all. So we are healing. We are actually healing a little bit, which is good. We got really close to getting knocked out. Probably go for Corefish on one of those. Oh, we got a shiny. Let's go hunt for Corefish. That's a good plan. I feel like that might be what Magby becomes if it takes a bit too long. I want to do at least hunt it for 2 streams just to like make sure everything's all good. Yo, Brainstorm, welcome. Late Puffin Raid, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. The Puffin Raid is the raid that just keeps on giving. To be honest, people hate on Shiny Gengar not changing much, but you like Shiny Gengar. Hey! Everyone has their own opinion, and I don't think any of those opinions are really wrong, especially when it comes to what shinies you like. You guys have inspired you to maybe, and I mean maybe, stream shiny hunting. Do it! Do it, at least if you want to. I'm not gonna like force you to do anything, but the best way to do it is to just say screw it and start. Honestly. That's the best advice I can give there. Because it's one of those things, right, where it's like, I think for me, I wanted to stream for a while, and it just took forever to like get the like kind of confidence up to build or to like do it. But it's like, just do it. Like I was like, oh, I gotta get like this. It's gotta be perfect. Eventually, I just said, I have a GameCube and a Game Boy player. I want to hunt Gen 3. Went and bought the cheapest like composite or component to USB capture card I could. Terrible quality and everything. Hooked it up and just did the stream and had a blast. You know, just do it. Yo, Cinder, welcome to the stream. Saw the substitute and was like, what Pokemon is that? One of my friends uses substitute as his like avatar on Discord, and I keep like going, why is that here? Yeah. I despise a shiny Dragonite. Why can't it be pink? You don't like the Barney shiny? I guess shiny Dragonite's not as Barney colored as Gen 2 shiny Charizard was. You like shiny Gengar? It's a good shiny. I like the Mega and the Gigantamax shinies. Those are really nice. I think Game Freak did a good job at like fixing, which again, it's because I have some issues with Gengar's shiny, which again, that's my personal take. So if you guys like Gengar, that's totally fine. You need a capture card? Ah, true. I guess for Switch, the capture cards are easier to get. It's hard to get a 3DS capture card. So I don't think anyone would blame me if you're doing 3DS stuff and you just like pointed a camera at it. Because I know that's how a lot of people started. Because that was one of the things I guess that kind of held me back. It's like, oh, I don't have a capture card. But avoided the attack, dang it. Cursed this 90% accuracy move. Sorry you're late, you were helping with dinner. All good, Cinder, no worries. No worries. Got a copy of Platinum a while ago and you decided to reset for Giratina. You're at 32,000. Dang. I really don't care if it never shines. Guess we'll never beat Gen 4. You'll get it, man. You'll get it. I know it's rough, though. Like, that's 4 times odds? It's pretty crazy. Why is Charizard black but Charmeleon and Charmander yellow? That's also a good question. Shinies are really inconsistent. What if Shinies had a special colored substitute? That would be so cool, Mel. That would be so cool. I would love that. Like, make it blue or something? Like not like a bright blue or anything, because it's basically it's like a stuffed animal, but make it like blue, like denim blue or something. Like from like Blue Jeans. I would love that. That would be really cool. Honestly, that would make me want to use a shiny Marowak for SOS chaining more than seeing the shiny itself. Used to point your webcam at your DS screen. Honestly, I consider doing it again to do dual 3DS hunts since you've only got one 3DS cap card. Yeah, I mean, it works, and like because you need such special equipment to do the 3DS hunts, like to capture them or to capture DS or anything, like no one would blame you for that. I mean, realistically, like if you have to point a camera to TV to stream your Switch, that works too. Maybe navy blue. Yeah, navy blue would be good. The camcorder is certainly a luxury, but a webcam is 100% usable. Absolutely. Absolutely. Probably gonna use your brother's Switch because you use a Switch Lite. Makes sense. Makes sense. That way you can like have a controller and like you're not risking like, because with that one you gotta hold it. So that makes sense. That makes sense, Penguin Taco. Ah, dang it! I was hoping to swap the chain there, but I can't swap it to Magmar. Or at least I won't. I'll swap it to another Magby once it calls it in. So I'll just have to use this next turn for Lepa Berrying. Unless it dropped in a shiny this turn, I'm just going to have to Lepa Berry on this turn. Oh no! I missed it again! I keep forgetting, guys. I keep forgetting to make sure I'm in Substitute still. I dropped out of Substitute that turn, didn't I? Ah, and I shouldn't have knocked out the Magmar then. I should have swapped back in. Dang it! Oh well. Oh well, at least we healed most of the way, I think, right? Yeah, we're pretty well healed. That's unfortunate. So our accuracy is lowered by 1 level. So we're gonna have to sit here for a minute while waiting for one of these Magbys to use Clear Smog. Once it uses Clear Smog, we're in the clear. We can substitute again. But if we substitute now, Clear Smog can't fix our accuracy. I do need to, probably after this stream, I'll just break my chain and go and fix it. Rennie the Black Panther, oh, why nobody hit the like button since they came here? Hey, well, if people would hit the like button, I really appreciate it. We're up to 17 likes on the stream, 18 likes on the stream. I really appreciate it. It's not required, but it helps out a lot. I'm double checking that my stats are okay. Yeah, we're still only down 1 level, which isn't great, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, unfortunately, if I put Substitute back out, Clear Smog won't fix my stats. Wait, you got a shiny Marowak in your game? Oh, that's awesome, Master Ball! And let's go, congratulations! Why does a normal version of Magearna not have a proper shiny model, but the Pokeball form does? That's interesting. I did not know that. I guess I never intended to give it out as a shiny. Generally, they have a shiny, though, just, like, for consistency's sake. Like, that's one of those things that they, like... Also, guys, it's time. Post the crab emotes. It's Crab Rave time. Piplup is your least favorite starter for one petty reason. You had a horrible Piplup community day. 0 shinies while playing for 3 hours. You have offended Mel greatly here. I think you were forever on Mel's bad list. If you get banned randomly one day, I can't do anything about it. Thank you for reminding to like the stream. Always forget. All good. The Barak won't stay in the ball. Oh no! Master Ball will focus on catching it. Heck yes. Crabs. You have to wait 2 years so you can stream though. I need to be at least 13 to stream, but you were 11. Ah, yeah. Makes sense. Make sure don't break any of those rules. 21 likes now. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. It helps out a lot. And also, it's good just having the chat rolling and having conversations going. So yeah, you have any questions or any stories or anything you want to talk about, definitely post it in chat, because that's the fun of this, right? Don't have it yet. It's fighting you, and the thing won't stay in. No! Shiny Pokeball Magearna turns black, but normal Magearna doesn't change. Interesting. Stop smoke screening me. Just use Clear Smog. Because we're kind of stuck here until it uses Clear Smog, unfortunately. So the hunt's stalled out for a moment. Oh, did it run away? Oh, no. I'm sorry, Master Ball. I feel your pain. I've had multiple shiny Chansey run away on me. The rules make you mad? They're in place for a reason, though. They're to protect you. I get it, though. I understand being frustrated. You want to do something, and, like, the website says you can't. And it's like you feel like you can, but... Phoenix Lord, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? That's good. Alright, see you later, Kevin. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out in the stream. Hope to see you again soon. Please, please, please. I don't think it used Clear Smog. Let me check. I gotta have something, right? I gotta have something. As long as I don't goof up, this hunt is very, like, stable. Oh, I do have one, there we go. I have one full restore. See you later. Yeah, see you later, Kevin. That's 20 watching and 13 likes. Hey, but thank you guys so much. Yeah, we got 20 watching. We got like 23 likes on the stream. That's awesome. Really appreciate it. Funny story about the 13 years old thing. When you were 9, close to 10, but still 9. Get a DeviantArt account. Oh no. Oh no, Cinder. Now that didn't actually fix our, that didn't fix our actual predicament of accuracy, but it did heal us, which is important. We were getting dangerously low for being able to run another substitute. You're from the Puffin raid. Awesome. Thank you for coming in from the raid. I appreciate it. Yeah, Cinder, I can't imagine being like a 9-year-old on DeviantArt was a good idea. If you swap it on back in, your accuracy return normal, right? This is true, Mel. Yes, you are correct. However, I'll try it because I do want to get this hunt on the way again. The problem we've been having is I'll swap, and as soon as I swap back, it uses smokescreen again before I can substitute. But I guess in this case, that's actually still good because it means our accuracy is fixed somewhat. DeviantArt found out and banned you, of course. But you had made a backup account, and on that account you were saying you were 13. Oh, did you just like say you were 10 on the account? Oh, that's such like a, that's like such a pure thing. Like, oh, I am this age, like, but you shouldn't be here. I remember my thing was, my mom and I went to Blockbuster, so this ages the story a little bit because Blockbuster exists. But my mom and I went to Blockbuster when I was like 8 or 9. I think I might have been 9. And there was a racing game I wanted to get, and it was Midnight Club. And my mom was like, sure, get it, it's a racing game. And I picked it up, and I was so hesitant the whole time. And I finally got it and took it home and was nervous to play it because it was E10 and up. And I was like, oh, I'm 9, I can't play this, that's the rule, I can't do that. To the point I felt too guilty to play it, despite my mom being like, yeah, you can play it, what's wrong? It's a racing game. I think it was rated like E10 because at one point, like, a guy in the shop's like, get the hell out of here. And it's like, I was like, nope, I'm done, that was a bad word, I can't play this. I was a stickler for the rules of the small child. Yo, Sloth, welcome. According to the count, you're 23, because you've never gotten it changed, and I don't think it's that necessary at this point. The number of, like, my friends whose Facebook accounts got kind of screwed over, because we almost all started them at, like, 11, when you weren't supposed to. It was still, like, a 13 thing, right? And we're like, oh, I'm, like, 16 now. I can readjust my age from being 18 to 16. And the account's like, you have posts from way back then. No. You can't. That's not. No. Like... I think my Facebook account would say I'm 24 if it still existed. Or, yeah, I'm 34, but... Did you see the new Venom trailer? I had heard of it, I hadn't seen it. Is it good? Alright, yeah, thank you, Mel, for reminding me that the swapping out thing works. Would Kenai work? Yes, Kenai would work. This Marowak just doesn't have it. So we would need a fire type with Kenai that can learn false swipe and substitute. I guess there'd be a lot of like different things to look for. So missing Kenai is just kind of a thing I'm dealing with. Been some time since we played, but swapping will fix the accuracy problem. Yeah, the problem we were running into earlier when I tried it was just the fact that I swapped it out. I did the swap, and when I swapped back, both Pokemon hit me with accuracy drops again. So I went from, like, 1 accuracy down to 2 accuracy down. Remember having to have your dad confirmed that you and your friend could play the Orange Box pack at Blockbuster when you were a kid? It's like, they just want to play Portal. I had yeah, it very quickly changed by the time I was in high school, because there was a time at, like, New Year's, I'd gotten, like, it was that, like, week, that, like, last week or two of winter break with school after Christmas, like, around New Year's, like, we hadn't gone back to school yet, so we were, like, down at the mall hanging out as, like, a family, like, it was, like, my mom and me and my sister, and then, like, you know, her brother and their family and stuff all hanging out there, and, like, you know, all the girls went off and did their thing, so, like, me and my uncle went to GameStop to look around, and I found Halo ODST, and it's like, oh, I want that, because I didn't have ODST, and, you know, I owned every other Halo. Like, I was playing Reach at the time. Like, it was pretty well into ODST. It was used and everything, but I was like, oh, it'll be nice to have that. And I had money, because Christmas. So I, like, took it up to the front and, like, had to ask my uncle, like, is he allowed to play this? And he just, my uncle just dead in front of the cashier's like, did your mom let you play this? I said, yes. And he turned to the cashier, said yes, and the cashier went, okay. Like, no one cares. No one cares about that. Especially when it's, like, I'm, like, 14 playing Halo. It's Halo. Like, it's not like we went in there and tried to pick up, like, GTA or something, you know. Gonna take a break from hunting for, like, 30 minutes to play Mario Kart. Awesome! Want to try to new personal best on Coconut Mall. Best of luck with that. Man, I remember the, like, week or two that I tried setting a lot of records on Mario Kart. That was a fun week. Watch the Venom trailer, it's awesome. No, the song isn't this on Rocket League? Yes! It's Expedition by Hyper Potions. So hyped for the movie now. I need to see the first one. The one time you've broken like anything was when you were 6 or something, and you bought a game and it was 10 plus, and you did see it probably because you're blind. It was just a fighting game like Super Smash. No idea why it was 10. Just like excessive violence. It's weird what can push the ESRB over certain ratings and stuff. So like yeah, if a punch was thrown in a certain way that was like really rough and could look like it hurts a lot more, like they would rate it like 10 plus. I think Brawl was 10 plus, right? As a note, 10-year-olds should absolutely not use DeviantArt. Shouldn't have been on there at that age at all. It's so dangerous. Yeah, right? Like, that was my thing. Like, it wasn't even like, oh no, you could get in trouble. It's like, oh god, a small child on DeviantArt sounds like the worst possible thing. The Scrappy Pancham will not show. It'll show eventually, man. I forget what chain number you have to be up to, but you have to be up to a decent chain, I think, for hidden abilities to be maxed out. Like, it's similar to, I think it's like 15. It's not crazy, but it's a decent chain. Be right back. Alright, see you in a bit, Penguin Taco. Yeah, you're 16 and play games that are rated M. I mean, yeah, I played Halo when I was like 13, you know. Especially stuff like Halo. I think my family would have been less okay with something like Gears of War or something. But yeah, Halo's Halo. It's pretty. The only, you know, it's like the weapons and stuff are like the big thing with that, and just like, but it's like aliens, so it's all blue. He isn't calling that much, but when he does, Melee and Brawl were 10. Oh, Melee was too? Okay. I wonder what brought Smash 4 back under that. Like, I wonder why Smash 4 was actually, like, E. If it was, I think. And then Ultimate's E as well, isn't it? Or was Brawl T? Oh, they were teen. Okay, that's what you mean. It's calling Pangoro with Mold Breaker. RIP. Well, wouldn't Mold Breaker work? Is Mold Breaker not what you want? I thought you wanted something to hit ghost types. Can't it hit ghost types? Oh, that's just abilities. I'm blanking on some of this stuff because I don't use those for my hunts. In terms of games and their rating, you were a huge fan of Ace Attorney when you were 11, almost 12, and that was before the 5th main series game. The reason you lost your interest in Ace Attorney is because that same year, the 5th game came out, but it was rated M. Why was it rated M? You meant to say teen? Gotcha. Okay, so it doesn't hit Ghost. Yeah, I think I ended up like trying to chain Pancham at one point, but couldn't make it work. Started playing Counter-Strike when you were 11 or so, and your parents really didn't care that much, but beforehand you weren't even allowed to play any FPS. Brawl was T. Yeah, I feel like there's always that one game that parents just like, yeah, that one's fine. And that's just kind of what sticks. I feel like that's what happens. Scrappy, you thought? Yeah, Scrappy's the one that does it. That's what Gamers is looking for. I just for a second blanked and thought Mold Breaker did the same thing. Scrappy is hitting a ghost type, Mold Breaker is hitting Pokemon like Shedinja. Gotcha. Odor Sleuth works to hit ghost types too. Yeah. Yeah, so Scrappy Pangoro is a pretty common chainer. just since you have the ability to hit ghost types with false swipe. Which is an important thing to be able to do. You know, if you want to chain anything that's part ghost, it becomes rough. If you like don't set it up this way and you have to use like foresight and then false swipe. I'm trying to think of any other situations I ended up in with ratings that I felt was like weird. Because I feel like I was definitely the child that like moderated myself more than my parents moderated me. Like it was kind of that thing where it wasn't even like they had to tell me like don't do something and like, you know, like really ingrain it into me and then I wouldn't do it. It's just like, oh, I shouldn't do that. Like I would just come up with the rule myself and then I just wouldn't do it. So I think I like talked myself out of many situations as a small child. Detect is protect. Yeah. Foresight. Foresight is the one that lets you see ghost types and hit them with normal moves. Bets are on the inclusion of incredibly gory and disturbing imagery. Ah. That would do it. That does end up begging the question, though, of why would they put that in there? Like, I get the idea of that storyline would be M. But at that point, why put it in your game? Like, if your games have, like, historically been T, why bump it up? Like, as much as I get, like, the concept of it, right? Like, you want to do it, like, artistically. It's like, I want to put this story in the game. It's like, but you're going to ruin the rating. You're going to ruin what audience can play it. Like, that's going to be a consideration, right? Using Odor Sleuth and Keen Eye Furo for Sandy Gas Hunt right now. Nice! Avoiding both of its big pitfalls. Yeah, I used my Smeargle, I think, for Sandy Gas. The game's messed up. Sounds like it, yeah. This 5 minutes, what happened? Not much. Not much. Still just going for this Magby. We're at 175 encounters right now, so hopefully it'll shine soon. We still got like 100 encounters before we're at odds, though. Been searching for a 3DS charger for like an hour and can't find it. Oh no! I've got a couple laying around. I always make sure to have a 3DS charger in my bag. Like, I have ones like in my apartment that like I charge. Like, I have one on my desk here that's like almost always plugged into the cap card. I've got one underneath the table, like that I can use when I'm like playing on my couch or something. And then I have one that is always in my backpack, which is sitting on that chair. There's always one in there. Even if the DS isn't in that bag, I always have one of those. I always have my phone charger. I make sure to always have like one of every charger that I need in that bag, so I'm never like stranded without it. To give the new protagonist an incredibly tragic and traumatic backstory and the connection to the certified new prosecutor. Ah, I see. Does Sableye learn skill swap? I don't know. Oh, thank goodness it was Fire Spin because I was not paying attention. Because that would have been very unfortunate if that was smokescreen. But we got a smokescreen now. Are we actually... Okay, no, we're not lowered on accuracy. There you go. Substitute. Nice. I remember when you were 7 or something, you put your 3DS inside the couch. And I don't know why, the next day you forgot it was where it was. And after 3 years, you find your 3DS again while you were moving. Dang, you were 6 or 7. Yeah, I had no clue why you would put it in the couch. And I can understand at 6 or 7 just 100% forgetting you put it there because it was a silly thing you did. And you're like, oh, it wouldn't go there. I'm in a current situation of, my parents are selling their house. And I absolutely know that there is a copy of Fire Red and a copy of Sapphire somewhere in those walls. Like, it exists somewhere in that house. So I've got to, I've got to do that. I got to go find that in, like, the mess. Basically, at some point, I was going up there and, like, going through all my stuff. But I'm going to be combing it for those games. You have 2 3DSs? So I have my 2DS XL capture card. Then I have, so I have, like, it's the white and orange one. This is my, like, main 2DS that I play on right now is this 2DS XL. and I have a new 3DS XL that was originally like my first 3DS. That one just kind of died from like being used so much, so that one just sits on a shelf. It's kind of like a decoration now. Eve 2 can't find either. Oh no! Oh no, Coco. Otherwise, Skill Shop's a ninja ability and only gets hit with fairy type moves. Although the game is also objectively regarded as having the worst written story, you can see why. They got the trauma part down, but overall storytelling was weak. Was it just different writers on it? Or were they just trying to go at it from a different angle and they couldn't, like, pull it together? Ace Attorney story writing peaked in the Japan-only spin-off games. Though now one of those spin-offs is being translated and ported on the Switch. Hey, that's awesome! I need to try an Ace Attorney game. I never played one. I have a little, like, sign that says objection on it, though. Remember your stylus from the 3DS? I lost it in church, and it was in Massachusetts, and now you don't have a stylus. Oh no! You might buy one, you might not. I mean, I imagine they're pretty cheap. But also, if you don't use it, then I don't know if there's a point in getting one. You lost the 2 Pokemon games in a boot that was nowhere near your 3DS for years. Oh no! Yeah, some of the Pan Stram struggle. Ah, man, that happens. That happens. I feel that. Alright, let's see how far we can get in the next, like, 15 minutes or so. Only $3, but don't have the courage to ask your parents. I feel ya. I feel ya. Oh, I feel that one a lot. Like, again, I don't know why, because my parents were always super nice and, like, never were, like, upset if I asked her stuff, but man, it took forever for me to, like, ask for something, even if it was, like, a snack. It was, like, building up to be like, oh, I'm gonna ask. Oh, I'm gonna ask. So I can understand that. I don't know how they were in the boots in your school locker. They just end up places, man. Gotta go to the Pokemon Center? Yeah, go get healed up for that and set up. Yo, Naruto for life, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Right. Yeah, we gotta heal bone. We gotta restore Boomerang here. Got Shiny Eevee and a Litten in one encounter. Yo, that's awesome. Congratulations. Wait, what's Litten? I'm blanking on that one. But the Shiny Eevee, that's awesome. Alright. Fully restored Boomerang. Time for 10 more Magby before I have to let that again. Alright, the substitute's still up, but I just gotta keep an eye on that. I gotta make sure I actually restore it as quickly as possible. Because I keep forgetting. I get in a groove with using Boomerang here, and I'm just not using the Leopard Berry. Or I'm not using Substitute again, I keep forgetting. Currently Shiny had taken an Onyx, and he got lazy and stopped, oh no. Sometimes it's good to take a break, right? Ooh, we got the cat in the box. I think we're trying to get up to the next member mark, the 15 member mark, so we can add like a Rowlet in a box and emote for the channel. Farm Leopard Berries, they're a lifesaver, absolutely. It's really good. You're super into it like 4 years ago. It's kind of notorious on the Ace Attorney and Mito for coming up with headcanons and ships between characters who never interacted. Yes. I never used Amino, but I know like a lot of people did back in the day. Set a new PB, yo, Shy Dude, that's awesome. That's why less than a second, but you still did it. Hey, that's how you do PBs though, right? That's what racing is. It's just taking off like tenths. That's all it is. Minmark, you gotta go. Alright, see you later, Penguin Taco. Thank you so much for staying in the stream after the raid. I appreciate it. Hope to see you again soon. Best of luck in your future potential streaming endeavors also. I hope you have a lot of fun with that. Yeah. We're working on Lepos. Yeah, Gamers was like out of Lepos entirely. I had to get them put on Pokepelago to build them up. Also kind of notorious for being sensible but very unpopular opinions. Like, it's weird to ship Phoenix Wright and Maya Fey. He's 24, she's 17. I mean, that's a very sensible opinion to have. That's an extremely sensible opinion to have. All right. But I'm gonna come back tomorrow if you're gonna stream. All right, yeah. All right, see you then, Penguin Taco. Yeah, I'll potentially be streaming tomorrow. I'm not actually 100% sure on that. I've got some things I'll probably be doing tomorrow. Or at least possibly doing tomorrow. There's a chance that they just don't happen because gas is ridiculous right now for literally no reason. That is a rant that is like way too like adult for a Pokemon stream. Like, not in terms of it's like profane or anything, but like it's just boring to talk about the like legit logistics of that. But it's so dumb. It's so dumb that like gas is like gone right now. It shouldn't be. Yo, MT, welcome to the stream, man. Rotodex keeps yelling at you to save. I don't know why the Rotodex was so the Rotom Dex like talked so much in USUM. Kind of glad you don't use Amino anymore. Amino used them most. I was 100% the Ace Attorney one. These just people had with your opinions and ideas were pretty much just because people were yeah. Could just kind of like slip out of that and not use it. Yeah, but how's it going, MT? Hope you're doing well, man. Rotodex is the worst. Like, in Sun and Moon, it's not bad, but, like, it just pops up and talks way too much in USUM. Gas is so expensive right now. Excuse not to drive for your mom. It's really expensive right now, and it doesn't need to be. So there was, like, this is very boring, but, like, one of the pipelines for it, like, that moves it across the country got shut down by, like, hackers. And, like, people, like, it was like, oh, like, basically, it was now the story of, like, hey, you know, like, a large part of the country might not have gas. And it's like, this is a true statement, but there's a massive asterisk of, like, only if it's shut down for 5 days, and it was only, like, 1. There's no shortage, but people are freaking out and buying it all. It's like toilet paper all over again, but now with the thing that makes my car go. How do you enjoy ships that happen to be more relatable to you? Yeah, screw you, Cinder. Screw you and your different opinion. You're on a volcano. It would be a shame if you drop your Rotodex. Well, you don't have your dex complete anymore. No shiny charm for you. I feel bad for ignoring Rotom Dex, but like if you don't ignore it, you just end up like talking to him every 5 minutes, and it's like that's not fun gameplay. If you ignore it, it gets a little sad eyes. It does. I just assume that his eyes are like him being annoyed at me and accept it because I'm annoyed at him too. I made some friends in there for sure, and you still talk sometimes, but a lot of those interactions were unhealthy as well. Yeah, that's the internet. As bad as that is, like, you have some good interactions. I'd like to think that this place is a place of good interactions for everyone. But, you know, then you have, like, just the places where it's, like, it can be really rough because, you know, you're anonymous on the internet, and, you know, it's way easier to be, like, a complete jerk in those cases. Thing that makes my car go? Yeah. Can't revoke a shiny charm. Watch me. Yeah. One of the things I was potentially going to be doing tomorrow required a lot of driving. And, like, there are places around here that are, like, apparently limiting you to, like, $15 of gas, which is barely enough to get places, depending on your car. You tell yourself it's sleepy. Yeah, it's sleepy or it's bored. Like, it's not that it's, like, sad, it's just that it's bored. Oh, you can't revoke something. That's fair. I'm gonna give you, like, an anti-shiny charm. Like, it just increase your odds by 3 times. Now your base odds are, like, 1 in 1,200. Or 12,000. 1,200 would actually be pretty good. That's too good. This is still such just a nostalgic song for me. Which is weird to say about a song that's from 2014, but it's true. You already have bad luck. Rip. Well, it's just worse now. You threw Rotom decks. You threw your Rotom decks away. Alright, we got about 10 minutes left here, guys. We'll see how many more encounters we can get through. We'll see if Magby's gonna play nice for us. Alright, we gotta... That made me panic so much. I realized what the stress of that is. That feels like a Let's Go Pokemon running away. That, like, Cloud Puff. Like, oh. That's always a stressful one. 2014 feels so long ago. It's 7 years ago. I think 2018, which largely regarded as the best year of your life, was also kind of a recovery period from your time on Amino. Don't know if that puts anything into perspective, but there it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's something like... I feel like that's kind of what happens, right? Like, if you have a whole bunch of, like, things that are a little bit unhealthy going on, like, it's, like, a lot of stuff, you don't know what exactly is causing it, right? So, yeah, I feel that, like... But then once you start, like, breaking off from some of those things, you know, like, it's easier to break off of the other ones. Or you just fall off of them, right? Like, your habits change and you don't go on there. But yeah, 2014 feels like a long time ago. That was, like... That was my junior and start of senior year of high school. Which was pretty long ago at this point, to be honest. But this song's, like... I really listened to this song a lot, like, my freshman year of college. Just because it was in, like, the Pandora, like station that I listened to a lot. I had, like, 1 or 2 Pandora stations I would listen to all the time, and this is one of the songs that was in them. Think he killed a Scrappy Pangro? No! That's unfortunate. Something that doesn't kill usually. Ah, man, that's unfortunate. You'll find another one, though. You'll find another one, man. See, if you found one, it means you can find another. So you got this. You're going to get it. You're going to get one, gamers. And it's going to make the rest of your SOSing so much easier because you'll have one Pokemon dedicated to it and set up for it. Also, sorry if you guys hear, like, music that isn't the stream music. It sounds like my neighbor who likes loud music has started doing stuff again. We just had enough bass to wake up the cat. Yeah, you have to get one. Yeah, man, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it, dude. And it won't take you long. If you want to get the double bag on, you're probably not getting them both tonight, even though you have like 4 more hours to hunt. Probably gonna have to leave your DS at home because your DS dies faster without the charger. Yeah, mine's battery has, or my like 3DS battery had some issues that would make it like sometimes just turn off if it wasn't on the charger. It was really unfortunate. I was trying to keep the cat down, but nope, she wanted up. And there was nothing I could do about it. So yeah, for anyone new who hasn't met her, say hello to Adele. She likes sitting in my lap while I stream usually. Unless she like... So I try to like plan her meal so that she like eats and like starts to fall asleep before the stream. So she's asleep while I'm streaming, so she stays off my lap for the most part of it. But that music woke her up, so she hopped up. Portal Matrix, congrats on the coupon. Thank you! Thank you, yeah, the coupon was awesome. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I hope you're having a good day. Yep, now I have a cat in my lap. But it's only for the last few minutes. But yeah, Adele had a vet visit yesterday and had some like lab work and blood work done, and all that came back good today. She has some allergies, so she has special food now, but she's all good. Like, you kitty? Thank you. Yeah, no, she's adorable. Oh no, the cat distracted me. The substitute broke. I hadn't noticed. I blame cat. But yeah, no, she is adorable. And she loves sitting in your lap and, like, cuddling and everything. It's great. It's a good time. Such a cool way to hunt. Makes you wish you had this game. It's my favorite shiny hunting method. It's what got me into shiny hunting in the first place. Did it just clear it? Yes, it removed the stat changes. I can substitute again. It's so nice because it's got just a little bit of variability to it, and it's got a good pace. It's so fun to stream. Leaving it for one of the 7+ hours at school isn't nice. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, like you can't just like leave it there because like even in idle it'll just die. If you last the whole school day, sure the power might get pressed while it's in your bag and close the game. Ah, yeah. You miss having cats. She's the first cat I've ever had. I got her like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, so she's the first cat I've ever had. My family's had dogs for all my life. Another one you want to try is the horde method. Yeah, I want to successfully finish a horde hunt at some point. I haven't done that one successfully yet, though. SOS's peak shiny hunting method, if you had to pick a method hunt to do its SOS, it's just the pacing's good, the whole thought, the strategy behind it is way more in-depth than most other methods are. There's not really, like, very little of it comes down to, like, luck. It's the most skill-based method. I would say, like, Poker Radar's up there too, but Poker Radar does have the random breaks. Certain SOS hunts do, but, like, the best part of like SOS hunting is that if you know what to do, you're golden. Like if you can account for like any of the gotchas, you're perfect. You're perfectly safe. Oh, were you activated in the grass shakes? Yeah, that's Poker Radar. Yeah, X and Y has it and Gen 4 has it. Poker Radar. Also, guys, we're going to be doing one more encounter after this. Hopefully, we're going to go to one more Magby. Since we keep getting Magmars. We're going to go for one more Magby. And then we will be raiding Shiny Shack. So definitely stick around for that. So we can have a super hype raid. Keep the raid train going. Poker Radar has really good odds. It does. It's just there's the luck of building your chain up because sometimes your chain can just break on its own, no matter how like good you're paying attention. Got a shiny Shinx and Shield today, but it was female and you wanted a male one too, just for living Dexa since you like a male Luxray. Gotcha. But hey, congrats on the shiny Shinx, even if it wasn't male. All right, let's see. All right, so that was our last Magby of the day, guys. It was not shiny. So thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Thank you everyone that liked and with subscribed. Thank you for Puffin for the raid, and thank you to all the raiders for coming in from that. We'll be back on maybe tomorrow. I've got some stuff to do, assuming I can get gas to do it. But yeah, we'll be back on at some point in the next day or two. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Until next time, take care.